Hi everyone, this is Alan Saxena. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about how to install Anaconda to Windows 10 operating system. So let's get started. First step is to download the Anaconda distribution for Windows. So go to your favorite browser and type download Anaconda for Windows. So the first link you see is individual edition for Anaconda. Just click on it. So the individual edition for Anaconda is actually the open source one. You can drop down the products. Here you will see that there are various other editions as well, but we need this one, the open source one. So scroll down a bit and there you see a download button. Click on it. This will navigate you to the Anaconda installers links. We need this Windows for Python 3.7. Just click on it and we are going to download the 64-bit installer, and there you go. Your download has been started. While it's downloading, let us see what exactly is Anaconda and why we need it. So Anaconda is a free and open source distribution of Python and R programming languages for scientific computing that aims to simplify package management and deployment. So Anaconda is nothing but an open source distribution for scientific computing. So it makes the work of data science, machine learning development and large scale data processing easier. Next is Anaconda Navigator. So Anaconda Navigator is a desktop GUI included in the Anaconda distribution that allows users to launch applications and manage Conda packages, environments and channels without using command line commands. So basically Anaconda Navigator is a GUI which is provided along with the Anaconda distribution to launch the applications without the command line. There are few applications which are available by default in the Navigator, such as Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Notebook, Qt Console, Spider, Glue, Orange, RStudio and Visual Studio Code. Conda. It is an open source, cross-platform, language agnostic package manager and environment management system that installs, runs and updates packages and their dependencies. It was created for Python programs, but it can package and distribute software for any language like R, including multi-language projects. The Conda package and environment manager is included in all versions of Conda, Miniconda and Anaconda repository. So basically Conda is nothing but a package manager which help us to install and update packages in Anaconda distribution. We have some basic commands which we can use. So to see the version of the Conda, we can type a command called conda info. To update Conda to the current version, we need to type a command called conda update conda. And if we want to install any package in Anaconda, we need to type a command conda install and then the package name. To run an installed package such as Jupyter Notebook, we need to type a command Jupyter-notebook. To update any installed program, we can give a command conda update and then the package name. And for command line help, we can give a command conda install --help or command name --help. So these are some basic commands that can be very useful. Going back to our download, once your installer has been downloaded, just double click on it and run the installer. Your setup will start. Just click on next. This is the license agreement, you have to agree it. So here it is asking that this install is just for me or all the users on this particular machine. So I am just installing this for me, so I'm going with the recommended option. The destination folder for the installation of Anaconda distribution is under C drive, users, and under Allen, that is my username, and then the folder name is Anaconda 3. Here you can see the space required for the installation is 3 GB, so make sure that you have enough space in the drive for the installation. Once you are okay with the destination folder, just click on next. Here are some advanced options provided by the distribution for the Anaconda setup. In the first checkbox, it is asking if we can add the Anaconda 3 to our path environment variable, which means that you can run the conda commands or Anaconda commands from anywhere in the command prompt, even if you are in any folder or any working directory. But if you can see here, it is written that it is not recommended. Instead, open Anaconda 3 with the Windows Start menu and select Anaconda 64-bit. This add to path option makes Anaconda get found before previously installed software, but may cause problems requiring you to uninstall and reinstall Anaconda. So here they are saying that this option is not recommended because it may cause problem if you uninstall and reinstall the Anaconda, because there may be some issues with the environment variables. So there is some second option which says register Anaconda 3 as my default Python 3.7. So as it says, this option will make the Anaconda 3 Python 3.7 as your default Python, which means that even if you have some other Python in your system, it will be removed as a default one, and this Python 3.7 provided by Anaconda will become the default one. So here it is written that this will allow other programs such as Python tools for Visual Studio, PyCharm, Wing IDE, PyDev, and MSI binary packages to automatically detect Anaconda as the primary Python 3.7 on their systems. So the IDE will automatically detect Anaconda Python 3.7 as the default one and run all the programs on it. So if you are new to Python, if you have not installed any version of Python in your system, then you can let the box be checked, because it will make Python 3.7 provided by Anaconda as a default one. But I already have older version Python which I'm using for some other projects, so I'm going to select this checkbox and install the Anaconda. But if you are new to Anaconda, make sure you click this checkbox and then press the install button. But for me, I'm simply going to deselect it. Now click on install. Okay, the installation is completed. Now click on next. Again on next. Deselect the checkboxes unless you want to go through Anaconda's official site to learn more about it. And there we go. We have successfully installed Anaconda to our Windows 10 operating system. Now to check it, we navigate to Windows bar and see the Anaconda navigator. We expand it and see the Anaconda prompt. Just click on it. Now to check the Anaconda version, we give the conda command, conda space info. So it will give you the conda version as 4.8.2 with Python version 3.7.6. The platform it has been installed as Windows 64-bit. To open Jupyter Notebook from command prompt, we have to type a command Jupyter-notebook. and press enter. This will launch Jupyter Notebook on your default web browser. If you want to create a project, you can create a new folder under which you can create your own projects. To rename the folder, click on the checkbox and click rename. You can give any name you want. Click on rename. Just click on the folder which you have renamed. And to create a Jupyter Notebook, again go to new drop down and select Python 3. This will create a Python Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so this is your Jupyter Notebook. You can change the name of notebook from here. Okay, let's perform a simple addition. And in Jupyter Notebook, you cannot simply press enter to get the answer. So there are few combination of the keys which you have to press in order to run the cell. So this each block you can see is a cell. To run that cell, you have to press some combination of keys such as Control and Enter. And there you go. I'll explain later how to work on Jupyter Notebook in my coming videos. We can also launch Jupyter Notebook from Anaconda Navigator page. To go to Navigator page, just click on Windows button and go to Anaconda Navigator. This will take some time to load the applications. And there we go. This is my Anaconda Navigator page. There are few pre-installed packages from Anaconda, that is cmd.exe prompt, Jupyter Lab Notebook, PowerShell, Qt Console, Spider. There are few other packages that we need to install such as Orange and RStudio. So if we want to launch Jupyter Notebook from Anaconda Navigator, just click on launch. And there you go. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it and see you in the next one.